had no business having a child at 20 with no job, no degree. Biggest mistake. Amaphutha wenzile. Maybe they back together. Maybe they not. I don't think they together. Really? You think they together? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video with your girl. In today's video we're going to be getting ready and also having a little yap session, so please do join, like, comment, subscribe, and watch the video up until the end. Closer wazani leduze kwami. My whole makeup bag is dirty as hell, but it's come judge the products are they fail. Oh, London matte primer. Fun fact, I had a Maybelline primer, but I would always put my makeup on and then put my primer on, put my makeup on, and then my makeup would peel off, kind of it's melting off, and I'd be so confused because I put primer, and it turns out the primer that I had was silicone based. So if your primer is silicone based and your foundation is water based, it's gonna repel the products from each other. So then I had to get a new primer that was water based and not silicone based. Okay, the first question: hey girl, I wanted to ask if the fat dissolve injections work and how much are they? I can't remember the actual exact year that I did my fat dissolving thingy, but basically it's supposed to reduce your fat, and then I got 10 injections on my lower abdomen. For me, honestly, I didn't see that much of a difference. I didn't see a difference at all. Let me just put it straight. But there's like a little contract or waiver that you sign when you go and do these things. And they say you have to also eat healthy and drink lots of water to be able to flush the fat out. And I don't know if it's me, but I feel like if I'm eating healthy and I'm drinking amanzi, I'm obviously gonna lose weight, like either way. So is this thing really working, or are you guys like, I feel like it has a placebo kind of effect to kind of get you to lose that fat by actually just eating healthy and drinking water. I don't know, but it didn't work for me. Yeah, I'm so sick. Next question. What kind of work were you doing when you were back home working from home? I'm a stay-at-home mom and need work. Please plug me. I get this question so often ever since I posted a vlog of me day in my life as a working from home what on what was it, TikTok. This is a shade that's actually darker, as you guys can see, but my concealer is very light, so it's gonna even out. There's no actual like plug. I was and still am a marketing assistant. The reason I work from home is because the company is not based here in South Africa, so I'm an officer corner work in South Africa, so that's why I work remotely, so as per se. But shoot, I got that on my, but there's no plug. I applied on indeed.com, got an interview. I got 2 interviews, passed the interviews, passed the task that they had for me, ngaqashwa. So if there's a plug that I can give you, I think the plug would be the site or rather the recruitment site that I applied from, which is indeed.com. Oh my gosh, this looks orange. Do you still hold the belief that having a kid or kids is selfish and toxic? You guys remember everything I say, and I love that for you. I love that for you guys, that you hold me accountable. But yeah, I still believe that having a kid or kids is selfish for anyone, any reason. It is selfish because you're not really having a child for the benefit of the child. Most of the time, you're having a child because maybe you feel lonely, or you want to grow your family, or maybe you want to make your husband happy, or you just want a little baby to, take care of. And I think taking care of a child is very selfless. That's the most selfless act you can ever do. But the decision of getting pregnant and having a child is what's selfish. I think it's selfish because umntwana does not ask to be in this world. And 9 times out of 10, people just bring kids into bad situations that kids don't need to be in, you know? Including myself. Like, I had no business having a child at 20 with no job, no degree, no house, no car, still living like with my mama. I was basically still a kid. And having my child is what forced me to kind of like grow up and be independent. But it still doesn't change the fact that um the initial act of me wanting a baby and actually going ahead and making a baby was selfish. So yes, I still think that having kids or getting pregnant is selfish, but taking care of kids is very selfless because you have to put the child first in front of your feelings and your wants and needs and all of that. What this? It's hard. It's hard. Do you enjoy being a boy mom, or do you think you'd be a better girl mom? Oh, Sana, I actually do enjoy being a boy mom. I don't know how being a girl mom would be, because I'm not a girl mom, I'm a boy mom. But initially, I thought I was having a girl, and I've always wanted to have a girl just because of the relationship that me and my mother have. I feel like mothers and daughters go together real bad. And that's what I wanted for myself. I wanted my child and I to go together real bad. When you see me, you see my child. When you see my child, you see me. We go together real, real bad. And I thought I would be able to get that if I had a daughter. Because sons, you know, when they get older, son, they want nothing to do with the mama. So I'm still scared of that happening. But yeah, it was perfect, still perfect. Well, I'm not gonna say perfect. Like, boys have a lot of energy. And I do still kinda, summer well, buying dresses, doing hair and makeup with my kid, having tea parties. But I like being a boy mom. I think maybe like this is exactly what I needed. God knew, Bana. This one needs energy, more lifing. This is what she needs. This is what I want. Oh, let me show you guys my concealer. It's the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24 Hours More Concealer. I love this concealer, Sana. It's full coverage, as you can see. And I got like a really light shade, so ngizoba ngathi isipoku kancane. Lapho anginayo nebronzer, isibindi sami. Oh God. Please help. How did you manage to lose weight after giving birth? Look at my brush, guys. When I say times are tough, ndive kakuhle. Andicela uba times zi-tough. Naturally, your body's gonna lose weight. after you have a kid, but it's going to be a slow process, especially if you're breastfeeding, right? So you need to keep that in mind. But also, if you want to fast track, well, like how I fast tracked my whole weight loss. I think I lost all of my baby weight by 8 months, but I started losing weight at about I'd say 3 months postpartum. So for the first 3 months, I wasn't really losing weight. There wasn't any progress. I'm gonna attach pictures for you guys to see. And I tried so hard. I was meal prepping. So my mom can attest to this. She was making as healthy meals. By healthy meals, I wasn't eating any carbs, so no rice, no pap, dog, or all of that. Isinkwa, nope. So she was only roasting vegetables and frying meat for me. That's what I ate. So it's either chicken breast and some veggies, or steak and some veggies, or bell peppers and stripped steak. That's all I was eating basically. And I was eating 3 times a day and having snacks. The snacks that I allowed myself to have were fruits, so a banana, an apple, and also what is this thing called? Granola bars. So there's these Kellogg's granola bars that my mom would purchase like in bulk at Game. And basically, those were my midnight snack because I'm breastfeeding. I was actually pumping. So, when you're pumping or you're producing milk, you get hungry a lot. So, instead of me waking up and making a full meal, a full plate of something, because you are tempted to do so because you have an extreme hunger when you're breastfeeding, I would then eat granola bars or eat a banana, and also I would have lots and lots and lots of water. So no juice, no caffeinated drinks. The only tea I was drinking was nursing tea, anything to help me with my milk supply. And I did that like very very stacked, and then I would take a break for 1 month and like eat whatever I want, and then I'd go another month stacked, then just like that. And it took me like 8 months to fully shed all of the weight. And before 8 months, I was not exercising, nothing. I was just dieting, or rather I would say kind of like starving myself, because I was not eating nearly enough. But actually I was, because I was still producing milk. I was still, but let me mention that I wasn't exclusively giving him breast milk. I only exclusively gave him milk for the first 4 months of his life. Afterwards, I started like um supplementing with formula. So yeah, that's what I did to lose the weight. And also, breastfeeding really helps you to burn calories. So that's why I didn't feel the need to work out. And also, I don't like working out. I hate gymming with all of my life. I cannot be umuntu ojimayo for yo son. I've tried, yes, and ngisazozama shame. Ngizofa ngizamile ukuba i-gymnast. I'm still gonna gym and try and fail and go and try and fail. That whole back and forth. Hi, how did you manage to support your child financially? What are the steps that you decided to take? I'm a first-time mom, so I got a job. I got a job. Ngaqashwa, ngiyasebenza. That's how I'm providing. How old are you again? I'm 23 years old. For those who don't know, my birthday was February 25th. What do you use for Junior's hair? I don't do anything to Junior's hair, girl. Like, it just naturally grows thick and long at the top though, because around his hair, he's like a spoon. It doesn't grow because I think he sleeps facing upwards. So yeah. I'm gonna use the Yardley Banana Loose Powder. The only critique I have with this powder is the packaging of it. Like, these holes are too big and too much of the powder gets out. Oh, sana. Niyayifisa na i-question. I'm gonna answer it once and for all because so people can stop asking me this question. So the question is, are you single? All right. The short answer to that is yes, I am single. I am single. And the real tea that you people want is, am I still with my baby daddy? Obviously, if I'm single, I'm not with anybody, including my baby daddy. Right? I'm not gonna go into the details of why I am single or how I became single or when I became single or what had happened between me and my baby daddy. But I'm just gonna leave it at the fact that I'm single. You know, things happen and I'm single. That's not an invitation though for people to be coming up into my DMs and talking rubbish. I ain't there, okay? I'm not there. But yeah, son, Bopilo. Sometimes sometimes you'll be with the person you had a baby with, sometimes you're not gonna be with the person you had a baby with. It's just life. And it's hard to accept, but eventually you have to accept it, you know? I don't want anyone to ask me this question again. And then the follow-up question that I saw was, how is co-parenting going? So guys, I can't give an answer on that basically because guys, I'm still trying to figure things out just like myself. You know, I'm trying to figure it out. So I'll come back with an answer once I've figured things out as far as, you know, everything has co-parenting going. I'll tell you guys once I've figured it out. If I want to, Nakon. Because the one thing that made me not answer this question like for so long is because I didn't feel the need to now put my business on the net. Because even when I got my baby daddy, I've never introduced the internet. Okay, my brows look kind of crazy. I know. It's gonna come together, okay? I hope so. I never introduced my quote unquote child's father, you know, to the internet. I think I posted a picture on Ibete Yanyana and he was in the picture as well. Biggest mistake of my life. Biggest, son, biggest mistake. Never introduced him to the internet. So I didn't feel the need to now say, hey, Agaseko, you know? Because angaze vele, I've never said, hey, ukon, type of vibes, you know what I mean? So I just like to keep people guessing, you know? I like when y'all think, she with her baby daddy. Maybe they back together. Maybe they not. I don't think they together. Really? You think they together? Maybe they married. Or they divorced, honey. Child, you lie. He paid no water. Did he? No, he ain't. I want you guys to have those questions. Yes, Anna. Because Kaloku, it's none ya. It's none of your business. So in the mamanga it's you know, you must keep assuming. And I like for people to keep assuming. I hate myself for that. The reason I decided to just come out and say it is because like I was getting annoyed by how many times people, like every time I do a question poll, people ask me this, like, is there nothing else interesting about my life that you just have to know about my baby daddy? That's all that's about me. Mindset, ask me questions. 15 million questions. Are you still with your BD? Are you still with your baby daddy? Co-parenting. Are you single? Are you married? Are you? Ke gopa break. Ke gopa break. You know? They're not gonna be twins, but at least they sisters. That's good enough for me. Amen. I'm gonna do a brown, light brown eyeshadow on my eyes. So where I am in life currently, I'm still living in Johannesburg. If you guys remember, I don't know if I said this to you guys or you guys kind of saw my life routine. The reason that I really came back to Joburg was because I had gotten a job. It was a 9 to 5. I was there Monday to Friday, from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yep. Real ass job, okay? Obviously weekends off, that kind of thing, and I was working in an office, so it gave corporate kind of vibes. It wasn't really corporate because in my line of work it can never be corporate, but that was the closest it could give corporate because I had my own desk, laptop, and I sat down majority of the day. Yes. And I had that job for 3 months, and I was on 3 months probation when I first came here, and then it was a thing of, oh, if you do well, we will extend your contract. So before it was time for my contract to end, I had kind of made up my mind, Uguti, I don't want to work here. So I'm not gonna go and tell you guys what it was, but I didn't want to work there, basically being a funcionary. And then when the lady came to offer me kind of like a contract extension, she wanted to extend my probation instead of giving me full like permanent employment as of yet, because she said something about they're still assessing me and all of that. And when she gave me the contract, she told me about the contract extension. The next day she emailed it to me, and I sent an email back that I'm sorry, declining the contract. Then obviously I said my reasons as to why I'm declining my contract. I did say my reasons, and my reasons were, yo, this kind of looks, I don't know guys, why does it look purple? Then the question arises, Uguti, okay, the job that you now came here for is now done, so why are you still in Johannesburg? Why don't you pack up, leave, go back home where you don't pay rent, you know, and your mom is super nice to you, and she helps you with the baby, and she helps you with the cooking and the cleaning and all that. She babies you like how she does. I wanted to see if I could make it on my own, and also I wanted to see if I could find other ways or another stream of income, and actually like make content full-time. Oh son, when I tell you Ubana, the hurdles and the trials and tribulations that I have faced ever since leaving or trying to pursue content full-time. Obviously I haven't been consistent, I haven't really been putting in the work, but also I've been distracted with just life in general, you know. Yeah, but now I'm at a space where I'm trying to find myself. The first 2 years of my life I gave and I dedicated to Mtanam. The first 2 years of my son's life, not of my life, you know. So I've been trying to like just find a balance between like being a good mom and also just being there for myself and making sure that I don't forget like who I am. Like, girl, don't forget who the hell you is. Because I think in the process of just motherhood and, you know, being in a relationship and prioritizing yabona indoda, I sort of like lost myself and I forgot ukuthi ngubani. So I'm trying to find myself. That's where I am in life. I'm trying to find if I really do want to do content full time. Is it what I truly enjoy? So the only way I can find that out is by creating content and, you know, putting in my hardest of work, showing up, showing you guys that I'm serious about content. And then, you know, if I get a lovely response and people watch my stuff, I'm gonna know, okay, no bitch, you is made for this is what you need to be doing. So you need to stay here and continue just making content and making people laugh and entertaining people and all of that. So that's where I'm at in life. I'm trying to find myself. Also, just like friendship wise, you know, guys, one thing that not that I regret, I'm using this blush by GRWM. One thing that I regret is just not putting myself out there enough as far as friendships or making new friends, whatever, you know. Or I'd say maybe not giving like friendships a chance, because like I've always been the girl who cuts people off. Like, you do me wrong, abangani yo ngiyabasika shame, ngilo mngani ophatha iskero. Like, I'm that friend ophatha iskero. Like, I will cut you off. One mistake, yes, 8. Especially if I have to explain to you what you did to me. That pisses me off. Like, I now have to explain to you why I'm mad and why you did this. I would rather just cut you off. So I kind of regret like being so cutthroat when it comes to friendship, because one thing that you need is sisterhood, especially if you're an only child like me. If you're an only child like me, chances are you don't, I'm using a pressed powder by Maybelline. Chances are is you don't have someone to lean on, somebody, you know, other than maybe your parents or your mother. So you also need your peers, kind of. I feel like every girl needs a sisterhood. And I'm hoping that this year is going to be the year that I find my sisterhood, you know, like my group of like hardcore friends. I do have friends, but my friends are very dispersed, and for some, they're living their own lives, to be honest. The few friends I have, they are enjoying their own lives, just living it up, and I love it for them. But I do think I need more friends, just so I can get out the house like a lot more. Cause son, I'm always inside the house. I'm always in the house. The first thing that you must buy as a beginner makeup artist is an eyeshadow palette. You can literally use eyeshadow for everything. Use eyeshadow to do your brows. Use eyeshadow as eyeliner. Use eyeshadow as lip liner. Use eyeshadow as bronzer. It has so many uses. I'm gonna go do my cluster lashes. I'm gonna come back when they're done, and then I'm gonna do my lips and then finished look. Okay, we're back. Lashes are done. They're not too much, you know. Cluster babe, that's me. Guys, can I tell you, I'm actually like dying in these pajamas, all for content. I accidentally bought this lip gloss. It's a plump what I got essence. It's not the clear one, and I don't like how it looks. Let me see. I don't want to put too much. I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Then we're gonna go in with the Yardley 3-in-1 setting spray. I'm gonna do my edges. Then we're all done. Very cute, very demure, very classy. I love it. 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 We're done with our makeup look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my Yap session. To a Yap session, man. Aksa chit chat. To a Yap. So thank you for coming to my Yap session. Hope you guys enjoyed, you know, getting into makeup again and just me chatting with y'all. If you are new here and you liked my vibe, please do subscribe. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers. Obviously we're heading to 10k. That's the main roads. That's the main goal. 10,000 subscribers. Thank you for everyone who has supported me thus far, keeps watching my videos, sharing them, liking them. I really appreciate you guys. Even those of you guys who even like antagonize me and push me to post on my other social platforms. I appreciate you guys. You guys motivate me. This is why we have a video today or any other day. Okay. Thank you. If you are watching the ads, thank you even more. You know, you're contributing towards feeding my child, and for that, georata. I'll see you guys in my next video. Right now we're just taking time.